The journey of enlightenment. In the journey of human existence, there are moments when one stops and asks, who am I? What is the meaning of life? Is there something greater waiting for me ahead? These questions not only emerge during hardships but also echo in the hearts of those who yearn for truth, for light, and for enlightenment. There are times in life when one suddenly feels that the world around is no longer real. Repeated events, fleeting joys, persistent pains, all evoke a vague sense of meaninglessness. This is not a sign of weakness, but rather a call from the depths of the soul, signaling that it is time to embark on a greater journey. Our main character, an anonymous traveler, without a specific identity because he could be any one of us, begins to sense this inner urging. He feels no longer bound by material values, no longer satisfied with worldly success. Deep inside, a persistent question resounds, is this all there is? The world that the traveler once trusted now seems fragile. The old beliefs and values he once pursued gradually reveal themselves as illusory walls. Money, fame, power, none can truly bring inner peace. He witnesses wealthy people who are empty inside, and powerful figures who are controlled by their own fears. This awakening is not easy. It brings with it storms of doubt and the fear of leaving behind the familiar. Yet, it is precisely in this collapse that a new path begins to open. When one door closes, another opens. In his moment of confusion, the traveler suddenly realizes that something is guiding him, a strange dream, a casual remark from a stranger, or a book that appears at just the right moment. All these signs invite him to step into a new journey. No one can resist the call of the light once it is heard. Despite lingering doubts, he knows that he cannot return to his old life. A new journey has officially begun. There are moments in life when everything around us seems to lose its color, when fleeting joys and continuous pains make everything appear dull. This is not the time to be weak, but rather when the call from the depths of the soul reminds us that it is time to awaken. The main character, an anonymous traveler, who might very well be you, starts to feel the urge for change. He realizes that the material values he once chased are nothing but illusory walls, incapable of concealing the emptiness within. The question, is this all there is, echoes in his mind, opening the door to a new journey, the journey of awakening and enlightenment. In that moment, as the door to the past gradually closes, another door opens, carrying signs from a strange dream, vague words from a stranger, or even a book that appears at just the right time. All these are invitations to step out of one's comfort zone and move toward the path of light and truth. No one can escape the darkness in life. When we embark on the path to enlightenment, fears and old wounds resurface, challenging us not only from the outside world but also from within ourselves. We are often overwhelmed by negative thoughts, anxieties, and limiting beliefs. These barriers not only lead us astray but also hinder our progress on the quest for truth. Those who constantly feel unworthy of happiness or are trapped in the mistakes of the past are prime examples. Fear is an illusion created by the mind. When we courageously face and move beyond our fears, we realize that they no longer hold the power we once thought. Like light dispelling darkness, understanding dispels fear, helping us see that our worries are nothing more than unnecessary burdens. Letting go does not mean giving up or surrendering, it is the liberation of the soul from the invisible chains of the past. When we let go, we open ourselves to new opportunities, and in doing so, we experience true peace and freedom. The mind is like a garden that needs nurturing. When we plant seeds of wisdom and compassion, that garden will bloom, replacing the weeds of fear and anxiety. Meditation is the tool that allows us to master our minds, enabling us to observe our thoughts without being controlled by them. With every step forward, as we face and overcome the darkness within, we gradually become stronger. We come to realize that every experience, whether painful or challenging, is a precious lesson guiding us toward true light. When you step through the darkness, the most miraculous thing happens. You realize that the light you sought from the outside has always been hidden within you. Inner light is not a gleaming object, nor is it some mystical source of energy. It is the true essence of being human, the presence of love, wisdom, creativity, and faith. You always carry a sacred light within you that never goes out, no matter how many storms life may bring. When you listen to the call of your heart, when you pause amid the hectic pace of life to truly feel yourself, that light gradually shines forth. Take time for yourself every day, even if just for a few minutes, to listen to your most genuine thoughts, to feel the beat of your heart, and the breath of life. In those moments of stillness, you will realize that all worries and clamor are merely a shell concealing the true beauty of the soul. Intuition is the compass that guides you on your spiritual path. Do not be afraid to follow those subtle feelings, for within them lie precious messages from deep within. When you dare to trust your intuition, you open the door for your inner light to radiate. Every day, find something to be grateful for, a smile, a moment of peace, or even a hard-earned lesson. Gratitude expands your heart, enabling you to receive more positive energy in a deeper light. When you experience the light within, do not keep it to yourself. Share it with family, friends, and even strangers. A sincere word, a kind deed, or simply a warm smile can ignite the heart of another. One day, when you come to realize that everything around you is merely a reflection of your soul, you will understand that you are the source of that undying light. You will no longer search externally, for all the truth already exists within you. And when you live with that light, you not only change your own life but also impact the world around you. You become a source of inspiration, a guide for those who are lost, helping them find themselves again. No journey toward enlightenment is complete without facing the darkness, the shadowy parts of oneself, the fears, the old wounds. But in truth, darkness is not the enemy, it is the teacher that helps you appreciate the value of light. Darkness is not inherently evil. It is the repository of longings, of pain, and memories that you are not yet ready to release. When you confront the darkness, rather than running away, take time to understand it. Look upon your wounds and pains, and realize that they are also a part of who you are. Fear often arises from illusory thoughts, from unclear images in the mind. When you dare to confront that fear, you will see that it is only a part of you, a part that can be healed. Consider each act of bravery in facing your fear as a victory, a small step toward growth. The key to overcoming darkness is the act of letting go. Let go of the burdens of the past, shattered dreams, and unhealed wounds. Forgive yourself and others. When you let go, you open the door for light to flood your soul. When you dare to step beyond the boundaries of darkness, you undergo a miraculous transformation. You are no longer the person you were yesterday, you become a purer, stronger, and wiser version of yourself. Every wound and every fear, once understood and healed, becomes a brick in the foundation of a new self, a self that lives in the light, spreading love, wisdom, and compassion to the world. Every soul that comes into this world carries a unique mission. But do people truly recognize that purpose? Most of us get swept up in the whirlpool of material life, forgetting why we are here on this journey. The choices of the soul are not made on a whim, they are predetermined paths waiting for us to awaken and walk them. Awakening is not only about recognizing the external world, but also about returning to our inner world. Deep within every person lies a seed of wisdom, though it is often obscured by desires, suffering, and illusions. When we begin to listen to ourselves, we hear a powerful inner call urging us to seek the truth. The two most important elements on the path to enlightenment are compassion and wisdom. Compassion connects us with all living beings, expands our hearts, and helps us overcome selfishness. Wisdom guides us out of ignorance and into an understanding of the true nature of reality. When compassion and wisdom unite, one attains a state of balance, free from the bonds of fear and ambition. Many believe that their fate is predetermined, that they cannot change what has been written. But the truth is not entirely so. Destiny is like a precomposed melody, yet the way we interpret it lies in our hands. We have the power to choose our reactions, and it is those very choices that shape our destiny. Nothing happens by chance. Every action, every thought, creates a corresponding result. This is the law of cause and effect, an impartial and inescapable rule. When we sow the seeds of love, we harvest peace. When we plant the seeds of hatred, we reap suffering. Knowing this, people learn to live more consciously, choosing the right path. Freedom is not doing whatever we want, it is liberating ourselves from the invisible chains of the mind. When we are no longer bound by fears, when we are no longer manipulated by ambitions, we are truly free. True freedom comes from within, from letting go and accepting, from the ability to live fully in the present moment. The mind is a gateway to a world of knowledge and understanding. It is not merely a collection of thoughts or emotions, but a profound source of energy connecting you to the universe. When you learn to open your mind, the limitations of perception gradually dissolve, leaving you with boundless freedom and intuition. There are two kinds of wisdom, worldly wisdom and transcendental wisdom. Transcendental wisdom is the ability to see through the essence of all things, to move beyond illusions and recognize the true reality. By practicing meditation and cultivating compassion, you gradually unlock infinite wisdom, expand your awareness, and embrace the miracles of the universe. Meditation. Set aside time each day to meditate, to listen to your inner voice, and to feel the energy that radiates around you. Learning and reflection. Continuously learn from life and those around you, then contemplate and apply these lessons to your own journey. Practicing compassion. When you open your heart to love and empathy, your soul becomes light, allowing you to access the truth of life. Liberation is not merely escaping suffering or the bonds of the world, it is the integration with the cosmic essence. It is a state of absolute freedom, where you transcend the limitations of body and mind, living fully in the present with profound insight and inner peace. Recognizing your true essence, you are not just your body or passing thoughts. You are a part of the universe, eternal and infinite. Breaking free from bonds, let go of the unnecessary things like fame, wealth, and misguided expectations, and open your heart to the true essence of life. Living mindfully, every moment is an opportunity to practice presence. When you live with awareness, you gradually liberate yourself from the invisible chains of the mind. Those who have achieved liberation do not get caught in the cycle of birth and death, nor are they affected by the fluctuations of the world. They live in peace, filled with love, When you embark on the quest for truth, a profound transformation begins to occur within your soul. Changing one's consciousness is not merely about altering thoughts, it is a complete metamorphosis, from acknowledging and confronting your limitations to expanding your awareness and merging with your true light. This transformation is the gradual realization that all limits, all fears, are mere illusions of the mind. It is the journey from living under the influence of false beliefs to embracing the radiant truth of who you really are. You begin to understand that what is outside is only the surface of reality. This change brings with it a deep sense of peace, a freedom you never knew existed. It is the moment when you start questioning everything, when you realize that the world you once believed in was only a part of a larger picture. When old beliefs start to crumble, you may feel confusion and inner turmoil, caught between the old and the new. This is a difficult yet necessary stage to break the illusions that once dominated your mind. That breakthrough moment comes when you begin to see the world with new eyes. Everything becomes clear, the worries that once troubled you now appear as minor details. You feel at peace and understand that all things are part of one grand whole. When you no longer separate the material world from the spiritual, you live in perfect balance. In that state, you need not search any further, for the truth is already understood and radiates in every breath. You are no longer entangled in the trivial conflicts of life. You feel peaceful even when facing the greatest challenges. You see beauty in every moment, even in the simplest things. Fears and anxieties gradually fade away, replaced by trust and love. You feel a deep connection with the universe and all living beings. Enlightenment is not the final destination but a way of living. To maintain that state, you need to practice simple habits like meditation, mindful living, and always remembering that everything has its reason. When you live with gratitude and love, enlightenment will continuously permeate your life. When we enter this world, every soul is gifted with a purity, a sacred light. But over time, societal rules, imposed beliefs, and painful experiences cause us to stray from our true essence. We chase after fame, wealth, and the expectations of others, forgetting that the most valuable treasure has always been within us. The loss of one's true self is not a mistake but an inevitable part of the spiritual journey, a stage where we realize the need to return to our genuine origin. Feeling that life is meaningless despite having material abundance. Constantly carrying a sense of emptiness, fatigue, and disorientation. Living by society's standards instead of following the inner call. Frequently feeling anxious, fearful, and unable to find true happiness. Returning to one's true self is not an easy task. It requires the courage to peel away the false layers, to let go of what binds you, and to allow the soul to be free. Be brave enough to remove the titles and achievements that society has assigned to you. Behind them lies your true self, which has always been full of vitality and love. Spend time for yourself through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting quietly, listening to your inner voice. Once you realize who you are, live truthfully without trying to please others. Just be honest with your feelings and dreams. When you rediscover your true self, you will experience an unparalleled peace and freedom. The burdens of the past gradually vanish, making way for a light, open heart ready to spread love to everyone. In modern life, amidst the noise and hectic pace, we gradually forget that the universe is ever present like an endless ocean of energy, connecting all things. This very energy is the sacred source of life, a force that helps us overcome difficulties, bringing peace and faith in the future. The universe is not only about twinkling stars or vast empty space, but also a system of energy constantly operating according to natural laws. Everything, from a gentle breeze, the sunlight, to the flow of time, contains a powerful energy. When you realize this, you understand that you are never separate from the universe but always part of that energetic flow. When you open your heart and connect with the cosmic energy, you will experience a sense of calm and tranquility, as if comforted by the power of nature. The realization that every event, every person you meet, appears at the right moment, as though the universe is always arranging beautiful things for you. When energy surges, your intuition sharpens, helping you make wise decisions in life. Connecting with the universe expands your heart, enabling you to appreciate and love everything around you. Set aside time each day to be still. In those moments of silence, you will hear your own voice and feel the energy that surrounds you. Even if it is just a walk in the park or sitting by a river, allow yourself to merge with nature. The sunlight, the sound of wind rustling through the leaves, and the scent of damp earth will help you connect more deeply with the universe. Every day, take time to reflect on what you are grateful for, from the small joys to the valuable lessons in life. Gratitude expands your heart and helps you attract positive energy from the universe. When you truly merge with the cosmic flow, you will sense a transformation from within. Everything will seem natural, flowing in a way that no one can control. Every hardship and challenge will seem lighter because you know that a powerful force is always with you. You will feel the presence of friends, opportunities, and precious lessons arriving just when you need them. This connection not only aids in your healing but also allows your light to shine out to everyone around you. Connecting with cosmic energy is a journey of opening your heart, a continuous process of learning and growing. When you allow yourself to be receptive to the signals of the universe, your life will change in unimaginable ways. When you embark on the quest for truth, a profound inner transformation begins. Changing your consciousness is not merely about altering your thoughts, it is a complete metamorphosis, from recognizing and confronting your limitations to expanding your awareness and embracing your true light. This transformation is a gradual realization that all limits and fears are merely illusions of the mind. It is the journey from living under the control of misguided beliefs to merging with the radiant truth of your being. You begin to understand that the external world is just a surface, while true reality lies deep within. This change brings a profound sense of peace, a freedom you never knew existed. It is the moment when you start questioning everything, when you realize that the world you once trusted was only a fraction of a much larger picture. As old beliefs begin to waver, you might feel confusion and inner turmoil, caught between the past and the emerging new. This is a challenging yet necessary phase to break the illusions that once ruled your mind. That breakthrough moment comes when you start seeing the world with new eyes. Everything becomes clear, the worries that once troubled you now seem trivial. You feel a deep peace and understand that everything belongs to one magnificent whole. When you no longer separate the material from the spiritual, you live in perfect balance. In that state, there is no need to search further because the truth is already understood and flows through every breath. You are no longer divided by the petty conflicts of life. You feel peaceful even when facing the greatest challenges. You see beauty in every moment, even in the simplest things. Fears and anxieties gradually dissipate, replaced by trust and love. You feel a profound connection with the universe and all living beings. Enlightenment is not a final destination but a way of life. To maintain that state, you must practice simple habits like meditation, mindful living, and always remember that every moment is an opportunity to learn and to love. Let everything happen naturally, observe it with compassion and wisdom. Dedicate time to listen to your inner voice, to recognize what truly matters. Enlightenment is not just a destination, it is a state of mind from which you experience life most fully and meaningfully. Enlightenment is when you realize that everything around you is just a part of a grand whole. It is not about achieving perfection, but about living with deep understanding of yourself and the world. You realize that you are not just an isolated individual, but a part of the eternal universe. You live in the present, cherishing every moment and always gravitating toward truth and love. Those who reach the state of enlightenment share common traits. Unbound by the ego, they understand that the ego is only a small part of perception, not the entirety of a person. Living in the present, they do not let the past or the future dominate, instead, they savor each moment with gratitude. Non-judgmental, they view everything with compassion, without criticism or prejudice. Simple living, they find joy in the simple things, in harmony with nature and people. Self-awareness, they constantly ask, who am I, what values am I living by, and adjust their actions to align with their true essence. Letting go of control, they trust the universe and accept that everything happens in its own perfect way. Unconditional love, they express love and gratitude towards everyone, creating an environment filled with positive energy. Sharing the light, they spread the goodness they have experienced to those around them, becoming a source of inspiration for others seeking their own path. Even if you have reached a state of enlightenment, the journey never truly ends. It is a continuous process of learning, loving, and growing. Every new day is an opportunity to live with greater awareness, to radiate light and love into the world. Remember that enlightenment is the return to yourself, a return to the undying light that you have always carried in your heart. When the journey of enlightenment has opened up a profound truth for you, living in that light becomes the daily mission of every soul. You are not merely awakened, you become a beacon of positive energy in the world. Amid the hustle and bustle of life, always remember that inner peace does not depend on external circumstances but on the way you receive and react to everything. Practice mindfulness, every moment is an opportunity to gain deeper self-awareness. Focus on your breath, feel every moment, and let your soul be at peace. Wisdom in action, when facing complex situations, remember that decisions driven by wisdom always lead you on the right path. Do not rush to react, pause, reflect, and act with love. Once you realize the value of your inner light, your mission is not only to keep it shining but also to share it with those around you. Share through actions, a smile, an encouraging word, or a simple gentle gesture can change someone's life. Create a loving environment. When you live by the values of love and compassion, you create a peaceful space where everyone can feel connected and comforted. The journey of enlightenment is an endless process. Every day, you can learn something new from your own life. Read, converse, and reflect, Keep your mind open to new knowledge and always question what you think you know. Practice daily meditation. This helps you maintain the connection with your inner light and ensures you always live in a state of awareness. Change does not always come from outside, but from the process of accepting and letting go of what no longer suits you. Letting go of the past, memories and old wounds are merely parts of the past. When you learn to forgive yourself and others, you find true freedom. Embracing the present, cherish every moment, for each moment is a precious gift that brings you closer to the truth of life. Living in the light is not just about maintaining a state of enlightenment, it is also about facing the world with an open heart, with love, and with sincerity in every action. The journey of enlightenment is one of awakening, of gradually expanding your soul and connecting with the undying light within each person. Along this path, you face hardships, confront your own darkness, and slowly discover the light in every moment of life. You learn to listen to the call of your soul, realizing that true values are not found in material wealth, fame, or power. You overcome internal barriers, fears, and disappointments, gradually opening the door to awakening. You come to understand that the light you seek from the outside has always existed within you. It is the energy of love, wisdom, and life. Remember that every step, every small lesson, contributes to building a new person, someone who has grown and is ready to face all of life's challenges. Every time you let go of a burden, every time you confront and overcome a fear, you move closer to true freedom. Every kind act, every loving word you offer to others, is a sign that your soul has reached a new level of enlightenment. An ending does not signify a stop. Your journey of enlightenment continues forever, for the growth of the soul is a continuous process. Embrace each new day as a fresh beginning, an opportunity to live fully, to love, and to continue exploring the mysteries of life. When you live with the awareness that you are part of the vast universe, every moment becomes more meaningful, and you always feel the presence of that sacred inner light. Finally, remember that the journey of enlightenment is not yours alone. It is an inspiration for everyone who is searching for their own path. Radiate your light into the world, help those who are lost, and live in sincerity and love. For when you become the light, you not only change your own life but also contribute to making the world a better place. Step forward with an open heart and a clear mind, so that every day becomes a new chapter in the eternal journey of awakening and love.